Welcome to the Introverted Hippie podcast, episode 5. Again, my name is Krista Marie. How are you guys doing on this beautiful Thursday? So let's just jump right on into it. Did you guys see the inauguration? Girl, let's talk about Michelle Obama outfit. I must say, it was fire. The burgundy, baby. And then the hair laid with the light brown streaks. Now, she slayed that. And y'all seen how all the presidents, like with their ladies, they did not walk in holding hands. They walked side by side. But did you see Barack Obama and Michelle? They walked in together hand in hand like, baby, this is black love. Like, this is what we're doing all 2021 now. And I'm telling you, it was beautiful. And I love that Joe Biden, he came in just speaking spiritually and ready to go ahead and just ready to start a different vibe for the culture and different vibe for like the whole United States. So I'm very, very excited that we do have a woman of color as the Vice President Kamala Harris. Awesome. She's very beautiful. So I want to get into it, guys. But how is your Thursday going? Mine is going really, really wonderful. We do have some topics to talk about today. But yeah. Most definitely, you see the outfits. I'm just going to jump into the outfits. Did you see what Lady Gaga had on? Oh my gosh, that outfit with the black and the red, it was beautiful. And she did a great performance there. And you know, J-Lo is always slaying, girl. You know, J-Lo stays slaying. And you know what killed me in J-Lo? J-Lo said, "Let's get loud" in her performance. I'm like, baby, this is not your time to shine, baby. This is Joe Biden's time to shine. We gonna get loud for you. Then she added a little extra spicy Latina and Spanish into there. I was like, okay, J-Lo, we see you, baby girl, we see you. Her fit was very beautiful. I love the white on white. You know, I am a white on white girl, like most definitely. I love white just like Lisa Ray. But let's talk about our first lady, guys. Did you see how Dr. Jill Biden had the blue on? She looked just very, very like Jacqueline Kennedy to me. Like, you know how Michelle Obama serves Jacqueline Kennedy? She was serving Jacqueline Kennedy to me too. She looked very, very beautiful. And also, let's get into Kamala Harris' outfit. It was very beautiful. I like the purple. It's something different. It's not my style. I don't really gravitate towards purples. I'm more of a neutral kind of person, but that purple looked really, really good on her. It showed that she had a little more spunk. Because if you guys didn't see on her magazine cover shoot, her Vogue shoot, people was going in saying like, hey, why is she wearing sneakers and she's covering Vogue? She should have been wearing heels and a dress. I'm like, we're in 2021. Like, if somebody wants to wear sneakers, let her wear sneakers. That's basically showing you what the times that we're in now. Like, it's barely business casual. I'm like, we're in a whole age where we have a woman of color as a vice president. She's a whole minority. She's Asian descent and African American. So you gotta love it. So yeah. I just got some topics for you guys. Like last week podcast, I didn't do it on Sunday, guys, because if I'm gonna be totally transparent with you guys. I had to work on my mental health. But that's neither here nor there. We are back in great spirits with the Introverted Hippie podcast, and I'm glad to be talking about these topics for you guys today. Since I brought it up, let's talk about your mental health. So I'm really, really learning lately that you really have to focus on self. Because if you're not mentally, emotionally, and spiritually right, then you can't function. I've been noticing, like, I'm just gonna be totally transparent with you guys. I've been noticing, like, with me, it's like when I let go of like toxic situations, it lingers. So I have to do the healing for myself, because if I don't do the healing, then I'm not gonna be okay. So I really realized that we have to start working within ourselves, because self-worth, you have to know your self-worth, and you have to know that it's not even about what you're doing on the outside. Like, physical appearance is beautiful. If that helps you regarding with your like self-esteem and everything like that, perfect. But with me, I really realized, like, I feel like I'm on a spiritual journey. Like, I always say this a lot, guys, but Buddha, like, the Buddha didn't hit enlightenment until he hit his 30s. So I just feel like, man, look, I'm on that path to finding my enlightenment and finding my joy, my purpose. And I feel like this Introverted Hippie podcast is my purpose. I'm here to discuss topics with you guys and discuss our daily 2020 life of being introverted hippies. Welcome to the hippie gang. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, or you're not onto our Twitter page, most definitely follow our Twitter page, like our YouTube channel, subscribe there, and also subscribe to the Spotify so you can be updated on all our episodes that come out weekly. We do go ahead and play snippets on TikTok too, so you can be updated regarding on the topics and also what we're going to be talking about on the upcoming episodes. Yeah, like that's what's been going on with me, like starting 2021. I've been focusing a lot on my inner peace, my self-worth, what I need to do to make sure I'm mentally and emotionally stable for myself. That's what I've been working on. So I feel like if you guys are not working on yourself, you need to start, because everything is within you. So most definitely start working on yourself if you're not already, because that's something you really need to start doing, because you have to know yourself before you can be with anybody else. So most definitely look on that. But yeah, I know you guys have been seeing the Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan pictures on the Shade Room and on Twitter. I think they're a cute couple. I see everybody on TikTok saying, she stole my man. She stole my man. I think they're a cute couple, because Michael B. Jordan, he hasn't been seen out with a woman of color. So this is something different for us to see. So it's very interesting, and I can see that they're vibing. So you see how like they were on the beach in St. Bart's and he called her Nugget, and I'm like, I'm really loving it. Like, I love to see love, so that's beautiful to me, guys. And since we're on the topic of couples, do you guys think that JT and Uzi Vert are a weird couple? Because I don't know why. I really think they're a weird couple, because JT of the City Girls, if you guys don't know, they sing, real ass bitch, give a fuck by the nigga, which, yeah, but yeah, and she's dating Uzi Vert, which is, he's like a rock star type rapper, like Lil Wayne type rock star shit, like, and like, it's just a weird pairing to me, because she raps about like getting niggas bags, and basically like, just getting dudes bags, and getting dudes to buy her Chanel and a Birkin, and dudes loving on her and all this other stuff. They want to fuck JT, but you with Uzi Vert, somebody that's treating you like shit. The way the Shade Room shows it, I hate to talk about the Shade Room, but you guys know it's 2021. The way the Shade Room shows it is basically, it seems like they always arguing or some shit. And I seen like a little I think a little clip on the Shade Room stating that like JT broke his, like, knocked his teeth out or something like that. I'm like, girl, no ma'am. Like, that's a weird couple, and it seems like they're a weird toxic couple, because she said that before she get back with him, she'll be eating glass. I guess she's eating glass then, but hey, I guess if they like it, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But since I was talking about like toxic situations and situationships, I want to get into the topic I posted on TikTok and on Twitter. Most definitely, guys, follow our Twitter. It's the Introverted Hippie podcast on Twitter, and also on TikTok, it's the Introverted Hippie podcast also. Most definitely check us out. But yeah, I posted on TikTok and Twitter. I was like, when is ghosting acceptable? Like, when is ghosting somebody, like, let's say you've been talking to somebody for like a couple weeks. Do you ghost them when it's like, okay, this is not what I want? Or do you ghost somebody when y'all been talking for months and it's like, you already getting hot and heavy with them and the relationship is just not what you want anymore? Like, that's when you ghost? Like, or do you feel like it's an immature situation, like you guys should communicate? My perspective on it, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I am a ghoster. I do that a lot. It's just one of my habits. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If a dude start talking sexual real soon with me, ghost. I'm not going to keep the conversation going, because that's basically showing me you only want my body. This is what you see. You see the physical. I had a situation that happened like last year around the summertime. Like, I was talking to a guy. He wanted to get to know me, girl, approached me and everything. And he was so inconsistent. And I'm like, bro. And then like we talked or whatever. But it's just like, soon as like the first time we linked, he started to talk about sex off the rip. I said, girl, he got ghosted. I don't even feel sorry for it, because it's just like, bro, like, I'm not one of them. Don't play with me. I'm not one of them. I'm sorry. I don't know what you used to, but that's not me. But yeah, like ghosting, and sometimes ghosting is really good for your mental health too. I hate to say that, but it really is, because it's just like, if you're dealing with somebody and they're playing with your emotions, of course you could block and delete them out your life, because this is your life, baby. You don't have to tolerate anything that someone else is doing to you, or doing something negative to you. So blocking, muting, and just ghosting is kind of healthy too. But as I'm getting older, I feel like ghosting is kind of childish, because it's like, I feel like instead of me just saying like, I'm not gonna hit this person up no more, they could blow my phone up 1,000 times, they ain't gonna never hit for me no more. It depends on the circumstance, but it's just it's like, if I'm not feeling somebody, I feel like I need to just go ahead and tell them that, because that would be a better form of communication, instead of me being like, deuces. Or I need to basically just be like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not feeling this situation no more. Obviously, we're not compatible. I need to leave. But sometimes people deserve to get ghosted. If they're already disrespecting you, they're not giving you like the communication you deserve. Or it's like, if you told somebody numerous times of what you wanted and they're still trying to play with you. Don't let nobody play with you all 2021. I understand shit was sweet last year, baby, but shit is not sweet now. Speaking from my own experience, guys. But yeah, like, what are you guys' takes on that? Like, do you feel that ghosting is immature? Do you feel that that's something that you have to do? I feel like we're in 2021, so it's common nowadays. So I feel like if you're gonna ghost somebody, at least give them a reason why. Because it's just like, you don't want that person thinking like, what did I do? Because I'm a victim of ghosting people, and I have been a victim of being ghosted. So I know how it feels on both sides. So most definitely, what are you guys' outlook on ghosting? Because I would love to know. I would love to know, like, what's your guys' outlook on it, because it's different for everyone. So ghosting affects people different for their mental health. So I know, like, with one of my friends, with her getting ghosted, it just fucked up her mind. She was like, damn, I just feel like I'm not enough. And I had to tell her, I'm like, girl, you are enough. Just because a stupid nigga didn't want to give you the attention or love that you deserve, that's his loss. You a bad bitch. Boss up. Like, that's his loss. That's his L. And when he came right back to her, and she was like, nah, nigga. As she should. So it's just like what you got? I want to get some feedback on you guys. How do you feel about ghosting? Most definitely say it in the comments. Most definitely say it in the comments of our YouTube page. Most definitely comment it on our TikTok, and most definitely comment on the Twitter, guys, because I do want more feedback from you regarding the podcast, because I love seeing that you guys are reposting and watching the videos on TikTok. So that's very awesome. I see that we are reaching people, and that's very exciting. But yeah, I have been watching some new podcasts lately. I love watching I Am Athlete. One of my friends have placed me on that show. It's basically about like a group of athletes. They're discussing like football. I don't know if you guys are into sports, but I'm really not a sports person either. But the podcast is very interesting. It talks about love, life, and relationships in football and sports. But it's just very interesting how they carry themselves and their wives. So most definitely check that out. I Am Athlete is really, really good. It has Chad Ochocinco on there. It had Fred Taylor on there. Most definitely check it out. It's really, really good. And they discuss some topics regarding like CTE and mental health. Like, I love discussing those topics, because if you guys haven't seen the Aaron Hernandez documentary on Netflix, most definitely check it out. It's very, very, very interesting. I did a project when I was in college about CTE, because CTE is basically a brain disease when you get hit enormous times in your head and affects your brain. So it can cause you to do disturbing things. That's like when you see some football players killing themselves or killing their wife or just acting up. That's a possibility what they have. But they can't get diagnosed. They can't get their diagnosis until actually they die, because they would have to actually test the brain, and they have to like split. They have to split the brain and like test the cells and everything. So you can't really diagnose it while somebody is living. That's the worst part. But if you guys are interested in learning more topics about, CTE, most definitely look at the Aaron Hernandez documentary, and also watch I Am Athlete, because they had a great discussion asking like, would they give their brains up for science? A lot of them say yeah, because football is a sport where it's very, very, very vicious. So that's why I'm saying maybe when I have kids, my son is not going to be playing football, because I don't want him to be in that type of sport. We could do baseball, softball, but I don't think football will be that for my son. We can even do basketball, but football, no ma'am, I can't. It's just too much for me, because I don't want him to have affecting his brain. But that's something that he wants to do, I can't stop him, but I just don't like the sport. But yeah, how do you guys feel about about toxic situations? How do you guys feel that Valentine's Day is approaching? What are you going to be doing for your Valentine's? What are you going to be doing for your Valentine's Day? Are you guys going out? Are you guys going to be going out with your significant others? Are you guys going to be out with your friends? I know last year, me and my girlfriends, we went out together and we had a great time, and we had like little candies and balloons. Valentine's Day is very special. So what are you guys going to be doing with your significant others? But yeah, that's very exciting. I'm glad it's coming up. These months are rolling by fast, guys. Like, we're almost in February. So I'm just like, get on the ball, guys. Like, what are your goals that you're working on right now? I know my goals is most definitely this podcast, and most definitely just working on myself. Just working on myself mentally, physically, and emotionally, and just trying to better myself as a woman. But yeah, so you guys know this is the end of the podcast, but we always have to do a release from toxic and negative energies, because we want to be spiritually, mentally, and emotionally released. So I think the song that I'm going to play today is going to be On It by Jasmine Sullivan. If you guys have not heard Jasmine Sullivan album, most definitely check it out. It is amazing. And I'm also going to just place another song in there. It is going to be called Screets by Doja Cat. It's just a good song. I'm just going to play it because that's what I'm feeling right now. So I'm going to let those guys, that's just a song I've been feeling lately. Like, I love Doja Cat. A lot of people canceled her out last year, but her songs are fire. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the Jasmine Sullivan On It song. And then I'm going to play Doja Cat Screets. And then we're going to be releasing those toxic energies. I'll be right back, guys. Now that those toxic energies and emotions are gone, just go ahead and release. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to the podcast. I'll see you guys again on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Peace, love, and light.